Welcome back to Lucidity Leah. I'm Leah. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so excited to have you here. Today's is gonna be a makeup look, and I'm really excited because this is my second time trying to film a makeup video, and the first one was a disaster. So I'm really excited to be able to film this one. You can see that I'm on second day hair, and I feel like this is gonna be so cute with the look we're going for, which is a red look. So this is one of my favorite looks that I do from time to time, is just a very red look, red eyeshadow, you know, reddish blush, just like give the girls like a really red face. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We're gonna be starting off priming our face. My favorite primer is the Benefit Cosmetics primer. This is like a holy grail item, and all of the makeup that I'm using is going to be below in the description box. I am a oily face type of girl. It doesn't take much for me to get oily in the face. I usually go in with this one, and then my second favorite is the Smashbox primer. This is a photo finish foundation primer. I love this one too. For like other really good primers, especially like matte ones. So if you have any suggestions, leave them below. After I do my primer, I go in with my concealer. Now I love concealer. My fave concealer is the Nars Radiant Cream Concealer. I love anything Nars, but especially their concealer. Start with my eyes first and put in the concealer because like that's where it's going to be needed the most. My second favorite is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is another really like staple product. I feel like everybody loves this product, and it really is the truth. Color is Toffee, and then after for highlighting, I go in with Fawn, and just like for a little bit of highlight, I go in with a cream beige. This is like a sample one I got a couple years ago. I don't do heavy-handed with this one only because it's really like light on my shade, but I like a very light under eye. Like I love when the under eye, like especially like that trend now where you do your under eye very light where your concealer is, and then the rest of your face, it just pulls the look together. I definitely have been brushing up on my makeup skills because for a while, especially during the pandemic, I just never wore makeup because I didn't go nowhere. And even after, like I didn't really wear makeup to work. I kind of got away from that. When I was in high school, I used to always like go in, like I would go to school for like 6:30. I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. to start my makeup and get it together. And it's funny to fast forward to now, and I don't do none of that. I really miss like beating my face and like really going in and just come and snatch. I use Toffee for the sides of my face right here, a little bit in here, and I use Toffee for my nose, under here where my like chin is, and I use Toffee for the sides of my face where I'm gonna do like contour later. Then I go in with Fawn and I like do it to highlight. You should look like this after. This is how you should look. I always look crazy after I do concealer, and I'm the type of person I like to let concealer sit on my face before I like beat it out because I want it to really get in there. We're gonna move on to the next step in our makeup, which would be our contour and our bronzer. My favorite Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. This is like the best palette because you get like 3-in-1 contour, and then I use this as bronzer, and you get a highlighter, and they're all like really great products. One thing I like to do when it comes to my face is build it up before I even go in with like foundation or like a BB cream or anything like that, just because I noticed that it looks so like good under the foundation. Like it just already looks snatched, and I don't have to do so much at the end. I'm not a big contour person. I just like recently got like kind of more into it. I used to be like afraid of it. Like I'd be like, I do not want to look crazy, or like what's her face, Maleficent. I'm not trying to look like Maleficent or Hacker from Cyber Chase, like because it's easy to like really look very chiseled, and I have like a really kind of like a long face, so like I try to like minimize that as much as possible. I just go in with this brush and really sculpt out my bronzer, sculpt out my I guess you would call this like the top of my nose, and just sculpt out my eyebrow. After I go in with my bronzer and my contour, I usually go in with a cream blush. I'm actually out of it right now, but usually I would go in and do my cream blush like lightly here. I notice sometimes I don't even use like an actual blush. I'll use like a lipstick or something of that sort to give myself like that really like pigment. But today we're going to be using just a powder blush. The powder blush I use is the Juvia's Place. It is the Blush Rogue Volume 1. I like this stuff. It's really cool. You get two colors. You get like an orangey color, and you get like a kind of like a rosy pink color. They're both really good. I like Juvia's Place stuff. I just recently got into their products, but I've seen nothing but good things. Like I really like this blush. It really looks good on like my skin tone. And I always like mix them sometimes together. And I feel like blush just like builds the face up. Like you can't go wrong with blush. It makes you look so happy. After I do all of that, I usually spray my face with the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime. I love this stuff. This stuff is so amazing. Can you believe I got this at TJ Maxx in a 2-set last year for Christmas for $19? I grabbed this so quick off the shelf. I was like, what? Like, such a deal. One thing about me when I'm doing makeup, I'm gonna re-wet, respray my face, respray my brush or whatever I'm using, just so that my face gives like that dewy finish. I don't know, something about a dewy face. Like, you just look so like a Lay's donut, like, or for my case, a chocolate donut. I wanted this video to kind of be like a get to know me better. Like, most of my videos are kind of just like me talking, you know, about something or doing like hair. I am from Massachusetts. I currently live in Massachusetts, born and raised in Mass. I like it most days. It's a cool state. I feel like we're a really like mind your business kind of state, and I love to mind my business, so I guess I fit in well here. A lot of people say like that the north is cold, especially New England. I say, you know, we are, but to an extent. Like, I feel like in the north, especially these days, I feel like us being cold is not like the worst thing, especially for like our safety. We have like really good things here, like Dunkin' Donuts. One thing about Mass, we can have a Dunkin' Donuts at every corner. Don't get it twisted. We rep for Dunkin'. I think Dunkin' is headquartered here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we rep really hard for Dunkin'. Like, real ride or die when it comes to Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I think we're like leading in education or something like that. Don't quote me. But yeah, Mass is cool. I am 23. I think I said that in another video though. But yeah, I'm 23. It's cool being in, you know, your 20s. You learn a lot. I'm trying to really like center myself on not like rushing this time, because I feel like for so long since I've graduated and stuff like that, I've been trying to like rush and have it all together, and that's just not realistic. And that's what I'm learning now as a 23-year-old. Like, I'm not gonna have it all together, and I don't need to try to, because like I have a whole life ahead of me. Some days I'll be acting like I'm like 86 and I have like a couple months left to live, the way I be trying to like move and get things done so quickly. But like I said, I've been really like proactive in being better with just like living in the moment, being more okay when like things don't go the exact way I wanted it to go, and just again not rushing life by. I'm only 23, haven't even hit 30s, haven't even hit any of those times yet, and I'd be like rushing like life is over. And I think that's a note to everybody who's in their 20s right now. Like, I feel like with my generation, we have been so indoctrinated with like the rise and grind, like hustle culture, and we haven't even taken the time to really like sit back and just enjoy the life that God gave us. I just added a little more concealer because I just felt like it needed just a little bit more. So it's kind of light what the concealer is, but we're gonna trust the process. One thing about me when it comes to makeup, I'm heavy on trust the process. You're like doing your makeup and you start like working on it and stuff, and you're really halfway through, you're like, this isn't looking the way I thought, and you're ready to like throw in a towel or like start again. But one thing I've learned, you gotta trust the process, because it be the moments where you just keep going, you finish your face, and those be the days where you be like, dang, I look good, like, oof, who did that? Next step we're gonna be doing is pulling it all in with our foundation. I don't usually use foundation. I kind of stopped using it a couple years ago just because, I don't know, something with my face, I just didn't like foundation, and I would always like break out after, no matter like what one it was. So I started using a BB cream, which is the Black Radiance BB cream. This stuff is really good, and I like this stuff because it's not too heavy, and it also gives that foundation look on my face, and I dot it where it needs to go. One thing I don't do with this product is use too much right away, because a little really does go a long way, and if anything, I just go back in the spots that need it. I go over the spots where my blush and my contour is, just to diffuse it and make it like blend in with the face better. One thing I try to focus on when doing my face is making sure it is well blended, like there's no harsh lines, there's no creasing or anything like that. So I always try to go in with another brush, and this is the Real Techniques brush. And I just go back in and just make sure my face is blended together. And I do this a couple times, because you never want to be that person with like a harsh line one over here, or it looks crazy on this side, but this side don't have like the same amount. Like, you want your face to really be cohesive and blend in. Like, you're basically painting, you're a sculptor. Sculpt the piece the way it needs to be. Period. Be very specific, be very like, examine your face, like study your face. Like, I'd be in the mirror like, I'm very particular when it comes to my face, and you should be too, because you want your makeup to look beat. Like, you want to walk out, people are like, oh my gosh, like, did you go to professional? No, shorty, I was at the house doing it myself. But our next step, I just can't get over this wash and go. Like, I'm so excited. I also filmed this. I don't know if this video will go up before that, but I filmed this wash and go, so definitely go check that out if it's already up, and if not, put the post notifications on so that when I upload it, come on, when I upload it, you'll be able to see and you'll be able to get this same volume and same look, because it's so cute. And I even put the little clips in. These are like little butterfly clips. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. This is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This stuff is amazing. The only complaint I would give about it is that when you open this, it's like poof, like it's everywhere. So I'm gonna like be very decisive in opening this right now. I've had this product since like sophomore year high school, and there is so much left. They know how to make a product last, and these days that's what we need. So shout out to them. They did their thing. On this side, I kind of just go in precisely there, and I go in precisely there. I go in this part of my face right here and under here. Now what we're doing next is putting the color back in our face, because as you can see, it's giving very washed out. Go in with my second setting powder, and this is more close to the color of my face. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder. Like this stuff too, it works really well. And I'm going back into like the places on the side of my face, around my face, just to give myself like lifelike look, because one thing we don't want is flashback. I used to be so scared of getting flashback. That's why most of the time I used to not use setting powder, because I was like, I don't want to have that flashback look. Like, as a black woman, like that's our biggest fear when it comes to makeup. Like, I think it's flashback. Like, nobody wants to look ghostly when the camera gets on their face. I usually go back in with my bronzer, and I go back and forth on my nose with it. I don't know, a lot of people say they don't notice it when I do it, but I notice it, and I think it just gives like your nose such a like a cutesy look. Almost done with our face. Like, it's given. Like, I'm so excited. We're gonna do the blush, and we're going back in. I can't wait to get, oh my goodness. So this look is actually supposed to be a red look, and I just realized that it was supposed to be, because I forgot that I told you I was supposed to be a red look. So we're gonna get into the eyeshadow now before we do anything else. And we're also gonna do our eyebrows. So let's do the eyeshadow, then we'll do our eyebrows. I do apologize because I forgot all about this red look. So let's get into it now. We're gonna be using a couple palettes. We're gonna start off with the Morphe 35B palette. This is like a staple, I think, for a lot of people, because it has all of like the rainbow colors. So we're gonna be using, I'm just gonna show you the ones we're gonna be using so I have to keep holding this palette up. We're gonna be using this one, and we're gonna be using this one. Yeah, we're gonna go with both of these. These are like the red and like the orange one of it. This pink looks so enticing. So enticing right now. And we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it because we're doing a red look. We'll do a pink look next time. Like a pink and purple look. Yeah, we'll do a pink and purple look next time. I'm going in with the light red and dark red at the same time, and just really just, you know, going back and forth on my eyelid. I really was about to just continue with this look and forget this. I'm so glad I remembered, because y'all would be looking at me like, girl, you said we were getting a red look. We didn't even get a red look. And just blend back and forth. This is like the easiest thing you can do. And your eyelid should look like this. Really red. If you go on my Instagram, which you should, I'll link it right here, you will see majority of my looks, I have red eyes in it. Like, because it's just so cute. It's so easy. I get so many compliments when I do this look. We're going to be going in with the Tarte Pro palette. This is such a like oldie but goodie palette. I got this palette back in high school. Notice most of my makeup is from back in high school. Like, we do not believe about throwing makeup out, which is the craziest part. But most of my makeup is like look at this palette. It's like I never even touched it. Got full shadows, everything. Because you know why I never really touch this palette? Because the only one I use out of it is the red one. And we're going to be going in with the color Mod and going over it again. I use the same brush. You can change your brush if you want to. It's the same thing. And I go in and just kind of like focus on the bottom parts of it to give it more of a red look. This red is like more of like a cherry red. That's why I use it for like the bottom. And after I tap it, I just go back and forth. I like be very heavy-handed when you're using this. especially on darker skin, because you want it to be pigmented. Like, you want it to really be stuck. I'm thinking I probably should zoom in. Should I zoom in? Goodness, wait. My makeup is oxidizing. We love to see it. Bottom of our eye, and for our glitter, we're gonna be using the beloved Jackie Aina palette. This palette, Jackie did her thing. Like, she deserves her props for this palette. This palette is amazing. I love this palette. This is like my go-to palette. The rest of the ones I showed you, I sometimes use those palettes, but this palette is my go-to. The colors, the shadows, if you don't have this palette, I don't know how you're living on this earth. Look at the colors and stuff. Like, she just, you can tell this woman, and we're just gonna hype her up for a second. This woman really took her time with this palette, because every single color out of here you can use in a look together or with a different kind of look. Like, you have options. We have options with this palette. Thank you, Jackie Aina. If you ever watch my channel, which you probably will one day. So one thing you gotta know about me, since we're talking about me, we kind of fell off of doing that. I'm gonna laugh at myself, because some of the stuff that be coming out of my mouth, I'll be like, girl, what are you talking about? We're gonna be going in with Supreme, and this is more of a pink color, but I like to do like a pinkish reddish color under my eye, so it's not too much red. We're gonna be using this brush in order to disperse the glitter on the top of here. I sometimes use my hands, and I'll probably go back and forth with both. We're gonna be using Lilies, which is this one. The way I'm holding this is giving like Kendall Jenner cucumber.
I nicked myself the other day.
I don't know, I'm kind of scared.
Actually, this was such a good idea to go in with this, with the color, the pink still on it, because it just, you see me, like, hold on, let me just do it. Okay, because, oh my goodness, I'm acting like I've never seen this before, but like, I don't know, it's looking real, like, that pressure. Look how pigmented that red is. Every time I step up, I'm dripping flavor, I'm dripping sauce.
I'm popping flavor, I'm dripping sauce. They already know I'm coming through, shutting it down.
Back in the Jackie Aina palette, and we're gonna go with Zam, which is this color right here. Go into the corners of our eye with this. I love this color, and it goes with any makeup look you're gonna do. Always go in with like an inner corner glitter. Something about an inner corner glitter, it like elevates your look. Go up and put it on top of your eyelids if you wanted to. And that's what I'm gonna do, because that's what I wanted to do. That's my business. It's giving that, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so next step is gonna be our blush, which is what we're gonna start with. We'll do the mascara and the eyebrows in a second. Just redeposit the blush onto our face and give ourselves a rosy look. The NYX Tinted Brow, love this stuff. This stuff is awesome. And I just lightly brush them. We've done like most of the face stuff, and the only next step is going to be doing the highlighter and my mascara. I usually wait to do those till after I spray my face, because I don't know, something about doing the highlighter after you spray your face, it just does something. So spray my face with the Fix Plus, and I also use the Urban Decay All Nighter. We're going to go in one more time and just pull it all together. So I usually just one more time go around, make sure everything is blended in. Now we're going to go in with our highlighter. My favorite highlighter, this is a Holy Grail highlighter, is the Trophy Wife by Fenty Beauty. This is just, I don't even got the words to talk about this highlighter. This highlighter is like crack, especially for Black women. You can notice if it's Trophy Wife or not. Like, that's how you know. Like, this highlighter is everything. There was a woman, and I'm gonna link her, and like maybe if I can put the video up, I'm gonna put the video up, because she put this on her face, and yeah, she put this on her face and she really did that. Skin was so chocolatey with the Trophy Wife. Rihanna sponsor me, because this is my stuff. And you gotta be very light with this, because you don't need so much. I feel like this lighting is not even giving it justice, because I genuinely put that thing on. We forgot to secure our brows. So we're going in with the NYX Control Freak. Yeah, it's up and stuck. Finally, we're gonna be going in with our mascara. This is the Voluminous Superstar. I don't know who this is by. I think it's by like Maybelline or Revlon or L'Oreal. One of those girls. It's by them. So I'll figure it out when I put it in the comments. And this is the one that you use like the white side and then use the regular mascara. I like this stuff. It's really good. Only thing I will say, sometimes the white stuff can be annoying to try to like make sure it gets defined. So I always go in with the second mascara, which is This how you know this has gotten into use. This I know for a fact is Maybelline. I think it's like the Mega Plush Maybelline. Oh, the whiteness of it, like they should come out with like a white mascara. I was on Pat McGraw. I was on her Instagram and she has a pink mascara and I really want to get it. Like I think that pink mascara is so bomb. But it's like $30 and I just didn't have it in me to pay $30 for a mascara. So you know what I did? I went on Amazon to look for it and I was trying to find a dupe, but like the reviews were trash. So I think I'm gonna have to go and just spend $30 on pink mascara. I wanted to get into like Pat McGraw's products because I always hear good things about them. So if anybody has any suggestions below on what I should try first, please let me know. Okay, so we're basically done. The final step would just be some lip gloss. I'm not a big lipstick person. I really am just a gloss girl. Holy Grail is a Carmex. So like, and this is the Cool Mint one. I love this one. It's so good. Like I've been ride or die for Carmex since birth. They will sponsor me one day. I'm speaking it out in faith, prophesying Carmex will sponsor me. I was stranded on an island, had nothing, but I could only bring 1 to 2 things. I'm gonna bring me some NK lip gloss. This stuff, NK makeup sponsor me. NK makeup sponsor me. I love NK's lip gloss. I don't put a drop of makeup. I don't wash my face. I don't do nothing. I'm gonna have some lip gloss on because it just, you could look like sweatpants, hair tie, chilling, no makeup on. I bet she had on some NK lip gloss and that's why she was the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. You could be a 2, but the lip gloss will bring you to a 10. And that's my philosophy. We are at the end of the video. Like, this is the final look. This is what it's giving. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. It's giving B. Like, look at how it just came out so good. Like, the lighting, the glam, the glow, the chocolateness of it. Like, I look like a really chocolate donut. It looked turned out. Like, I feel like we did that. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy you stuck around. It'll be linked below what I used. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Even if you just thought it was a good video, leave the comment. I want to talk to you. And stay tuned for more because I feel like I'll do another makeup look. Earlier when I said I want to do a purple look, I want to do a purple look just for y'all. Thank goodness I got some plans because this makeup finna be worn out. Like I'm finna wear this makeup out. It looks so good. Again, trust the process. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into Lucidity Leah. Follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it right here. Follow me on Pinterest. Leave it right here. And I'll leave it below as well. See you in the next one. Bye.